Hi and welcome to a new video. The past few months were really hard on me, so I hope this year I'm gonna be better, and that's why we don't talk about Snow White. We are gonna talk about the next classic, and it's a movie. Wow! It's a movie where we can talk about the live action in the next video. So grab something to eat, something to drink, get comfortable, and let's dive in. And of course, we are talking about Disney's Pinocchio. Disney Pinocchio is from 1940 and has a running time of 88 minutes. It was directed by Ben Sharpstein and Hamilton Lusk. Music was composed by Leif Harline and Paul J. Smith. Both also worked on the movie Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Pinocchio was a groundbreaking achievement in the area of effects animation. It gave realistic movement to vehicles as well as natural elements such as rain, water, and smoke. Pinocchio tells the story about a wooden puppet brought to life by the kind-hearted toy maker Geppetto. With the help of Jiminy Cricket, his conscience, Pinocchio sets off on a journey to become a real boy by proving himself brave, truthful, and unselfish. Along the way, he encounters various temptation, danger, and shady characters that test his moral and shape his growth. For a film made in 1940, Pinocchio is visually groundbreaking. Disney's use of a multiplane camera techniques adds depth and movement that feels cinematic and innovative even today. The film's score, composed by Leif Harline and Paul J. Smith, is truly legendary. The song When You Wish Upon a Star not only won an Academy Award, but also set the tone for the entire Disney legacy. It has since become Disney's signature theme, opening almost every Disney movie and instantly evoking that sense of magic and wonder. Let's talk about the voice behind the characters, and let's start with Cliff Edward, who voices Jiminy Cricket. He brings warmth and wit to the character, serving as both a lovable narrator and conscious figure. And Dickie Jones voices Pinocchio with innocence and charm. His performance captured both the naive curiosity and the heartfelt sincerity of the puppet boy. And Christian Rupp as Geppetto adds emotional depth. His gentle, fatherly voice makes Geppetto's love for Pinocchio feel truly genuine and touching. Now let's talk about the characters and their development. And of course, we have to talk about Pinocchio. He has one of the strongest character arcs in Disney history, evolving from a naive and impulsive puppet into a boy who shows true courage, honesty, and moral growth. Jiminy Cricket completes this development perfectly. He is imperfect, yet well-meaning guy. His mistakes make him relatable, while his loyalty makes him endearing. It's time for my favorite part of this video, my favorite moments. Yay! And we start with the clerks. I just love how individual they are, and the joke with Geppetto is the cherry on top of the ice cream.
I wonder what time it is. It's getting late.
What I also find very funny, so funny that I hit replay many times, is this scene once a boy falls over a dog and another boy's head gets dunked into a fountain. And of course we have to talk about the criticism the movie got. I know, I don't really like it either, except when it's Snow White. The movie was really bad. Honestly, the only way I can accept this accident is to make fun of it. This movie broke me. Anyway, before we start talking about the criticism, let's talk about a few Easter eggs I found. And we start at the very beginning. We can see two books, Peter Pan and Alice in Wonderland. The funny thing, both movies were made after Pinocchio. And since I'm a self-called Disney historian, here's the story. And we start with Peter Pan. Walt Disney's favorite book as a child was Peter Pan, and he always wanted to do a movie about it. Walt already got the rights for it, but with other project and the war, the movie came later on in 1953. For Alice in Wonderland, it's quite a different story. Walt also wanted to do a movie about it as well. He even did a few Alice comedies, which was a mix of animation and live action, and he experienced a little bit with the idea before the film finally came out in 1951. But the books weren't only the Easter eggs. We also see a little Dumbo, and I was super excited when I saw him because I love Dumbo so much. And because Disney was like Taylor, it was a foreshadowing for the next movie, which was, of course, Dumbo. And another thing, the mantle kinda looks like the Queen of Hearts, don't you think?
No.
Now let's talk about the criticism the movie got, and it's all mine. Okay, actually only the first part. So let's start with consumption of alcohol and drugs. I'm best friend with historical context and everything. And yes, in the movie these things are shown in the negative way, but we also have seen where it really doesn't, which make it feel completely unnecessary.
Nice.
In my opinion, it shouldn't have been shown at all. It's first and foremost a children movie. And in the children movies, there's simply no place for that. Now, what people actually complain about was the Pleasure Island. And I get it. It is kind of scary with children turning into donkeys and all. But first of all, justice for donkeys. They are adorable and cute and actually smarter than horses. They are just more careful and think twice before doing something, except Apollo 13.
Apollo 13? Bist du geschnappt über?
Only Germans are gonna understand this joke, but I'm very proud of this joke, so I have to put it here.
Nice.
But seriously, I do get why parents don't like it. Still, let's be real, the remake did it 10 times worse, which we're going to talk about in the next video. It's really gonna happen. Not like my promised video about comparing Snow White. What can I say in conclusion? I really like this movie and I can definitely recommend it. The jokes were fun, and you don't even notice that the movie is from 1940, thanks to the multiplane camera. So that's why the movie gets 4 out of 5 stars, and only because the drugs and further music, I give 5 out of 5 stars. And honestly, I don't think I can say much more. If you watched this far and liked it, and of course, if you like me, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and like this video. Have a nice day, a great week. We will see each other very, very soon, I promise. Bye.
Uso.
It all belongs to me.